All right, so the color I'm going to be using is 510 Deep Sand, and this is a warm color. I'm really excited to try this. The reason I was most excited to try this of all the brands is because they were pretty much one of the least inclusive brands, and they quickly went from the least inclusive to the most inclusive, and that's pretty impressive. They have, I think, 50 something colors of foundation available, and when I swatched this on my arm, it looked like it was gonna be really good. So I can't wait to see how this does. I am using their Bye Bye Line serum as a primer. It smells so good, and I really love their skincare products. I have a good feeling about this. So now I'm gonna go in with the foundation, and I'm really excited because, like I said, the color looks great, and this is supposed to be a velvety matte finish, and their products are super high coverage, really pigmented. So far so good. Really pigmented. Really pigmented. I could have used a lot less. Okay, you guys, so I let the foundation sit on my face for a few minutes, and it has matte down a little bit. It doesn't feel very sticky or very stiff or too uncomfortable, and I do like this tone. It is a little bit more red to me, a little bit more cool than a warm tone, but so far so good. I would like to try a couple of the other colors in the collection. I am going to go on and to do concealer. I will say that this has covered every ounce of hyperpigmentation on my face. It is wearing really nicely. My skin looks nice. It looks matte but not too matte. I am interested to see how much further it mattes down. I wish it was a little bit more warm. It is a little bit more red. As you can see, my shoulders like a little bit more on the warm shade. But I am going to go through the center of my face and bring out some of the warmth. I'm going to go ahead and do that now with some of their concealers. So I'm going in with Deep Tan, which is a warm tone, and I'm lightly applying it throughout the center of my face just to balance out the tones, to bring back through my center color. I really like their concealers. I always have. They're very pigmented and they wear very well. So it is turning out pretty good. I wish I would have picked a different color, but so far so good. These are very creamy and very pigmented. A little bit goes a long way. I'm also using their brushes, which I really like a lot too. Their brushes are usually very fluffy and very well put together. As you can see, now that I'm going in with a little bit more of that warm tone, it is bringing my face back to life. Before, it looks a little flat, a little dead. It's looking a lot better right now. Feels really good though. It's super pigmented. I could have used a lot less. I am absolutely not surprised. This feels like it's gonna be good. Although this is a matte foundation, it's moisturizing and it feels hydrating. My skin looks really healthy. So this is gonna be a matte that I think even dry skin can wear. Mature skin, lined skin. I'm really getting the feel that anybody can wear this. Okay, as you can see, the foundation is pretty much done. I use their foundation and their concealer. I'm gonna go in and do my contour. This foundation could definitely use a little bit of a blot. For it to be a matte foundation, it wears in a really creamy way. It's very comfortable. You can tell that this is a foundation that's going to be good for mature skin, like I said, for dry skin. It definitely is super pigmented, covered everything on my face very, very well. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to do the concealer, we're going to do the powder, we're going to see how we feel about it. I'm going to let you guys know exactly how it wears throughout the couple hours that I wear it, because honestly it's late at night and I don't really plan to wear this for too long. So I'm going to let you guys know how that goes. So for my contour, I'm going in with 45.5 and this is Deep Ebony. And I'm taking it very, very sparingly because this stuff is pigmented. When I tell you a little goes a long way, and if you have hyperpigmentation, you're probably not going to need to color correct, and you may not even need to use a skin tone concealer in certain areas. This stuff is legit. That's one reason that that's another reason why I was kind of excited to try this, because they work with plastic surgeons and dermatologists. And every time I've tried anything from them that I could wear, it's been super, super pigmented. Yes, and this is no exception. It wears so well. The color is actually looking really, really good. I do wish it were a tad bit warmer, but I do have a few other shades, and I feel like this is a really great foundation. So far so good, should I say. We'll see how it wears and how it looks when I set it. It is absolutely amazing, and like I said, the first reason I wanted to try this is because they went from being pretty much the least inclusive brand, having very minimal colors for darker skin tones, to having millions and really, really good ones. Like, this is a really, really great foundation. It's not ashy, it's not overly red, it's not too yellow. It's wearing really well so far, and I haven't set it. So let's go ahead and set this bad boy and see what she does. So I'm going to go in with their Je ne sais quoi palette, and I'm going to go in with their Bye Bye Pores translucent powder. I'm going to lightly use that to set all over my face, and I'm a big fan of their powders. That was one of my first ItCosmetics loves, was their Bye Bye Pore products, their powders, their skincare. And I have a lot of lip products that I like from them as well. I have on one of their Je ne sais quoi lip products right now, in fact. I'm sure you guys can tell why I absolutely love this powder. It is so beautiful. I've done videos raving about their powders before. Live videos, YouTube videos. I absolutely love Bye Bye Pores. Their brushes are really good too. I'm gonna grab a tiny bit of my Lancome setting spray, since I don't have a setting spray from them. I'm gonna spray my face, and then I'm gonna quickly go off camera and do my brows. Then I'm gonna come back, and maybe we can do a little bit of eyeshadow and a little bit of mascara. So I'm going in with a little bit of the Je ne sais quoi highlighter. As you can see, my brows are done. I'm getting a tiny bit frosty because I do not have on any contour powder, so I'm gonna do some contour in a second just to tone this face down. I don't have any powders from ItCosmetics that I can be used for contour, just to bring everything in together. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of my Bobbi Brown or my NYX. I want to say that I'm really liking the way this looks so far. ItCosmetics did not come to play with you guys. I do think I may have added a tiny bit too much. Let me bring all this down. I may have added a tiny bit too much of the finishing powder, which is not a setting powder. Bye Bye Pores is not a setting powder, it's a finishing powder. But I did want to keep the face mostly ItCosmetics so we could really see what's going on here. And I can see ItCosmetics did not come to play. Traditionally, I would say that this is a line of cosmetics for older or mature women, but I honestly think that this is also going to benefit younger girls who suffer with hyperpigmentation, don't want to wear a lot of makeup, but do want to wear an effective makeup, something that's going to cover them and not have you having to wear too many concealers and color correctors and this and that. People who are busy, people who are not the best at makeup when it comes to having to layer and set and bake and do all these other different things. So I do think it's going to be something worth trying. I'm going to go into the superhero palette right here, and I'm just going to take a couple of colors and I'm just going to dress up my eyes a little bit. I do have a little bit of concealer in my eye area. As you can see, that brown is very pigmented, honey. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna do the most simple of basic eyes with a dark brown. I'm gonna blend it through with the other side of the brush. The color I used in my crease was Daring, and then the color I'm gonna use on my lid is Fearless. This is a little bit of their No Tug eyeliner, and it's so smooth and black, very pigmented and creamy. And I'm applying it kind of sloppy so I can smudge it out. And the black color is called Superhero. Go in with a little bit of their Bye Bye Pores bronzer, just to add a little bit more warmth to the face. This is a really beautiful product, as you can see. This is a really simple face. I opted not to go with fake lashes. I just wanted you to see what we could get just using ItCosmetics on its own, using a little bit of superhero mascara. I really feel like this look came together. I do feel like if I were to have used proper setting powders on the foundation, it would have came out a little bit better, but like I said, I wanted to just go ahead and give it all it. And honestly, I'm pretty impressed. I don't have an ItCosmetics color to put on my lips, so I am going to pick a color really quick, and then we are going to have some final thoughts on this foundation. Yeah, so I'm really impressed. As I've said about 10 or 15 times, I am going to try one or two other colors of the foundation. Although I wasn't super in love with that particular shade that I used, I do feel like it came together once I did my center color and I did my contour. I feel like everything came together. When using this foundation, I am going to next time use other brands and other products. I'm going to use my Dermablend. I'm going to use other under eye powders and different things like that, simply because I didn't have everything that I needed. But I really feel like I was able to make this work. I do feel like this foundation is going to be great for not only older but younger women. I do feel like this is a matte that's going to work for not only very oily skin but very dry. It's very comfortable. It looks very, very nice. It wears well. I'm not getting too much movement from it, but like I said, I do want to try it again with a proper setting powder. I really love the eyeshadow, super pigmented. I only use a little bit just to give the eyes a little bit of something. I wasn't trying to go in and get an official look. Very impressed by the No Tug liner, very creamy, very pigmented. The mascara is great. I already love ItCosmetics powders, and you guys know this. So I will let you guys know in a future video how I feel about this, possibly even a blog post. So definitely stay tuned to my blog. I haven't blogged in years, but I am going to start blogging again on destinygodly.blogspot.com. I also blog a little bit on Instagram, so stay tuned there as well. Definitely make sure to hit the thumbs up on this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I am Destiny Godly. I do videos here on YouTube. And if you'd like to see more, then stay tuned. Alright guys, so I want to thank you so much for commenting, rating, and subscribing. As always, I'll be in touch and hopefully you'll do the same. Bye guys. Okay guys, so a couple hours have passed. I changed my lip color to Rebel Red, and then I put on a pair of eyelashes. They're not up there the best, but I just wanted to see what this looked like a little bit dressed up. I've been working on the video, and I just wanted to see quickly how it would look a little bit more dressier, a little bit less everyday work, and just give it a little flair. And I think it's really pretty still. I did go in a tiny bit with a tiny bit of Dermablend powder in the center of my face, maybe about 10 or 15 minutes ago, and it's holding together pretty well. For me to have set it with a finishing powder, it's holding together, and I think it looks really pretty. Again, I just wanted to show you guys really fast. I'm gonna go wash my face now, and I'll let you know in a future video what I thought about this, and also stay tuned to the blog post.